So I just watched Colin and Samir's new video today on Emma Chamberlain, and they talked about a solution to burnout with YouTube and like solutions to that. And I thought it was a good video, but I thought they missed on their solution, which was seasonality, and they talk about it, which I'll show. But they just missed something they could have talked about, and I'll talk about that later after we watch what they say about it.
The way that we think Emma can come back to YouTube in a healthy way is by making her uploads seasonal.
Making your content seasonal means you're essentially creating a defined amount of episodes and then releasing them. So let's just look at some of our favorite TV shows. Typically, they release in like 10 episode seasons, right? So Euphoria just finished. That was 10 episodes.
I haven't watched yet.
You haven't watched?
Yeah, it just gives me anxiety.
Yeah, but that's
And
that's the fun
I
of
watch
it.
shows late at night, and I don't need that. I'll stick with Love Island. Thank you very much.
Anyway, any TV show, whether it's Love Island or Euphoria,
Okay.
that happens in a season. There's a set amount of episodes. It's promoted when they're going to launch. And then when it's gone, it's gone. And those episodes are produced and they're high quality and they come out, whether it's weekly or they come out all at once. But our suggestion for how YouTube can move and how creators like Emma can move is actually just defining seasons.
So that was their solution to season or to Emma Chamberlain not having burnout is seasonality and ways to do it on YouTube. So they bring up seasonality as a solution and something YouTube should start focusing on. And I think it's a good idea. Obviously, it's a good idea, but I also think it's hard to be a YouTuber. So like if you're gonna post on YouTube and you're gonna take a break, there's not a guarantee that you're gonna have the same following as you did before. So they bring that up in this part of the episode or this part of their show.
Do this is because they feel like those breaks are going to hurt their channel. And there may be some truth to that. We saw Luke Corns, he took a year off, came back, and he really struggled to find viewership and struggled to build back a business.
I ended up committing what is known as the deadliest of all YouTuber sins. I went without posting a video for over a year and a half. And I am now broke.
But we've also seen other creators, I mean, ourselves, we took a break during the holidays. And it didn't seem to affect us. That was a 4-week break. And even Patty Galloway, who follows YouTube super closely, tweeted that the audience is the algorithm. Basically saying that if your video is good, the audience will find it, even if you've taken a month or two off.
I agree with that. And the reason, one of the main reasons I agree with that is because 2 years ago, when we started experimenting with this podcast, we actually uploaded it to a second channel. We did an episode with Eric, and that got 400,000 views on a channel with under 10,000 subs. I actually think it will find viewership. It might be harder and it might take longer, but it will.
I do think there's something the platforms could do to help creators take breaks.
YouTube is going to go through a very interesting shift. You rarely see a YouTuber create weekly videos for longer than a few years before they just quit.
Right now, as we mentioned, the platform specifically.
Okay. That's basically it with their video is they add like you could just add like a take a break button to the YouTube channel and all that. And the one thing like I wanted to bring up because they didn't bring it up in the video was Good Mythical Morning is a perfect example of seasonality. I can't say that. They must have got rid of it. I know I'm not crazy, but YouTube used to have when you watched some creators, it would have like if they had seasons. Here's an example of what it looked like. Like this is what it looked like. I'll zoom in so you can see it better. Oh. Like it looked like that. So YouTube did have that implemented to an extent. And also I think that Colin and Samir could have brought up Good Mythical Morning as a good example of people who take breaks. Like they go on a season, they have like a couple weeks off, and then they even when they come back, they don't even come back immediately. They come back doing videos twice or 3 times a week. And then they come back fully for a certain amount of weeks, and it's like five videos a week. And I know it's a little different because they're a whole production team and whatever, but like I feel like they would have been a good example to bring up with seasonality because they are doing that right now. They're like one of the only YouTube channels that I know of that is they call their videos episodes. It's like, welcome back to another episode of Good Mythical Morning. They call them episodes, and it's definitely a seasonality type show, and it's very successful and continues to bring back millions of views on each video. So I thought that was a somewhat of a miss that they could have brought up, was how Rhett and Link do it and how they run Mythical. That would have been good for showing seasonality and how it works for them and how to do it correctly. You could even do it in a shorter sense than what they do. Like, you don't have to do the way they do it, though, is super consistent, and everybody that watches them knows that during this amount of time they're going to be uploading every day, Monday through Friday, at this time specifically. And it's a YouTube channel, and that's something that people look forward to watching every morning. I know I watch them almost every morning. That was the one critique I had of their video. They talked about Hot Ones a little, but I think Good Mythical Morning does a better job than Hot One with maintaining a viewership, because they don't have like big name guests all the time on their show like Hot Ones does. So, like, of course Hot Ones is going to get an insane amount of views on a video when they have Tom Holland or someone else, like Cole, the guy who played the Penguin or whatever. Like, it's a little different with Hot Ones than Good Mythical Morning, which is just Rhett and Link doing something crazy or eating something weird. It's more of a YouTube type video that you need people to click on rather than an interview with a celebrity. So I think that they could have talked about them in that way a little more, at least with the seasonality, not just like them being able to maintain getting millions of views on all their videos. But yeah, that's it. I'm done talking.